Everybody out there, this is Seto, and today for you guys I want to talk about a topic that a lot of players out there in the last 24 hours have been talking about. And I'm not usually one to talk about like everything else that everybody else is talking about, but I was planning to do this topic and discuss this topic in the next week or so. Actually, I had it in my notes for topics to discuss. And I thought now would be a better time to discuss it because everybody's talking about it. And that is cheating in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Yes, cheating. If you guys haven't watched the game footage from YCS Prague, and I know people like Glasgow Yu-Gi-Oh!, Mega Capital G, Asian Eyes, just about everybody out there that's a big name has been talking about this topic. If you watch the feature matches, the gentleman who won YCS Prague, whose name I do forget and I do apologize, did do some very sketchy things, I'll admit that. He tried a normal summon twice, make 2 normal summons in a single turn. He also tried to, he missed synchro summon, which was kind of weird. So there was multiple instances. There wasn't just one instance. There were multiple. And so people are really discussing about cheating in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now and what Konami should do to this guy. So we'll get more in depth into that later on. But right now, I just want to tell you my thoughts on the game of, cheating in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Me, personally, my thoughts on cheating in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is I just say, screw the motherfucking rules, man. I'm freaking Seto Kaiba. Screw the rules. I have money. I can summon 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons whenever I freaking want to. Peace out. No, that's not my, I just wanted to do that. I was thinking about doing this for that video. I know people would get a kick out of it, so I decided to put that in this video. Yeah, screw the rules, man. I have money. But no, on a serious note now, I don't condone cheating, but I also, at the same coin of term, can't deny that I've cheated in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, I'm not saying I've cheated on purpose. I've just said, like, I've gotten fatigued, or I'm learning a deck for the first time. Literally, let me give you some examples here so you understand more what I'm talking about. So, for example, I'll be playing a deck for the first time. Monarchs was a perfect example recently for me. I was learning the ins and outs of the deck recently. Learning how the deck functions, learning how the deck works, because literally what I did is I picked up the 3 structure decks and played the deck. I didn't get any time really because I've been so busy in school and work and everything and making videos and playing Pokemon and being with my girlfriend and everything. I hadn't had time to really sit down online and learn, okay, this is how these cards interact with each other. This is how the cards interact with the main meta, the rulings, the plays, okay. Just all the basic stuff to learning a deck and how it functions properly. That's what I was learning. And, granted, I would play against my friend, and we were just practicing. Sparring, I guess you could say, is what I call it. We were just practicing, learning how the deck works. Okay, these are the combo plays, things of that nature. And that's what I was doing with him. And I misplayed, and I had my judge friend there, like, okay, this is how this works, Kevin. It doesn't go like this. It's like, oh, okay. Read over the card text. Oh, okay, now I understand a little bit better. Even though I've read it before, I just, okay, now I understand that. That little semicolon means this instead of that, or that. You know how those little things change so much how the card can interact and work. I didn't know them, so I'm learning that. And that's happened to me throughout the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! And I always try to, if somebody points it out, I'll be like, okay, I apologize. I did not know about that. Nobody had told me that before, And many times people just let me go on through the play before. I'm like, okay. I didn't know. I mean, I had asked people before. Somebody told me something, and then the other person told me something else. I didn't know. Sorry. Other things I've done before is, and this has happened to me a lot since I started dueling very late at night, is just making stupid mistakes. And I apologize to my opponent right away and say, I did not mean to do that. And they're usually good friends or whatnot I'm just playing with. So sometimes I've gone to locals before and I'll just be doing these very intricate combo-oriented plays, for example, like normal summon, special summon, like Karakuri Girgia is a good example, Ritual Beast, Synchrons, when I was playing Synchrons over the summer. And how these decks function. There's a lot of intricate plays you have to do. There's a lot of combos you have to do to make sure that you do the play right. And be like, wait, thank you, okay, do this now. And then I'll be like, normal summon this now because I didn't conduct my normal summon. And my friend will be like, no, you actually normal summoned at ... time. I'm like, okay, I'll go back in the graveyard, look at it. Okay, yeah, you're right. I remember that now. Okay, I apologize. Continue on with the duel. We're good, man. I try to cut down my play, misplaying when I'm in a tournament or online because that's practice for me. But you guys even see me on the stream. I'm like, I'm doing something. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I misplayed. You guys are like, no, 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 you misplayed. I'm like, oh, damn, I didn't know that. I didn't see that. Oh, misread the card text. My bad. You know, it happens to all of us. I don't know a single Yu-Gi-Oh player out there that hasn't cheated or misplayed or made a mistake, you know, at least once in their Yu-Gi-Oh career. You know, even as and if you played this game since you were a kid, you can't tell me you followed what the anime did and just normal summon cards back in the day without tributing. That's cheating, technically. You can't tell me you didn't do that as a kid if you know, been around the game for that long. So we've all made mistakes in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh. But it's when I watch a match and it's a high-level tournament, you know, and I see multiple instances, as we talk about YCS Prague now, where there's a chain of events where it's like, okay, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. Fool me 3 times, fudge no. You know, that old saying, how that goes pretty much. When somebody presents me evidence where it's like, okay, I was watching these replays and people showing the instances, and I'm like, okay, the normal summon, he's doing very intricate plays. I've done that myself before. But then I saw him make a synchro play, and he sent the Pendulum Sorcerer to the graveyard, where we all know Pendulum Sorcerer, when you synchro summon any Pendulum monster, it goes to the extra deck. If you're playing a high competitive deck at a high tier event, maybe that skips your mind. But when I've seen you a whole bunch of other times doing the same thing over and over again, and we're at a high level event, yeah, granted, you may be stressed out, you may be tired, I get it. Okay, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, but that's cheating, man. Especially when I see you throw an instant fusion down, go for Node and go for Pendulum Sorcerer, and then make, what was it, Rafflesia? Seems too good to be true now, doesn't it? That's what I'm trying to say here. A person who, I mean, we all misplay. We all cheat to some extent because we make misplays or we don't understand something. Especially when we're learning the deck and all the intricate parts of it. I mean, like I said, I'll be the first one to tell you that. But when I see something happen multiple times or multiple situations, like watching that YCS coverage of it, kind of makes me go, Not, if it was, you know, late in the game, he's kind of stressed out, maybe, yeah, I get that. But this is a YCS. These guys are supposed to be the best of the best. So that's what I'm trying to say here. We put those guys up on a little bit pedestal, and granted, I don't know if it's worthy enough, but still, it makes you scratch your head and say, you know, too many times, you know, a couple times, you know, once or twice, okay, I don't know, I understand, you know, you messed up. But when I see it happen multiple times, that's when I go, something don't smell right. Something's not right here. So that's what I'm just going to say about that. But just understand, guys, that, and the one thing that gets my goat, and I don't understand completely, is this was at featured matches, and all the judges are around the gentleman playing the game, you know, playing Cosmos or Draco and Pals and whatnot, and nobody caught it, except the guy playing across from him who knows the 2 normal summons. I believe it was Jerry Wang. Jerry Wang was playing, yeah. Good duelist from back in the day, if you guys don't know that name. But yes, none of the other judges caught it, none of the commentators caught it, really. I think maybe they mentioned it once, I don't know, I didn't go back and watch the entire video. But, yeah, that's what kind of gets my goat, is why did nobody in this entire room catch that until literally over 24 hours, 2 hours, the event's been gone, everybody's gone home, and then they catch it. That's what I want to know. Why did that happen? And if it's multiple times in an event, you didn't catch this, you didn't kind of like take a little tick marks and be like, that's 1 time, that's 2 times, that's 3 times, that's 4 times. Okay, something's up here now. You know what I'm trying to say here. Kind of makes me go, As for what Konami should do about it, I don't know. The event's over. It's happened. I know Konami has banned players in the past for cheating and things of that nature, but what are they going to do right now? I don't know. It's all up in the air. Maybe they'll do something. Maybe they won't. I think they should do something. As to what they should do, I think that's up to their discretion. But That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not the judge, the jury, and the executor. You know, I'm just somebody that's commentating on what I see and what I've learned from experience. People do cheat in this game of Yu-Gi-Oh! With the intent to win, and the thing that sucks is the fact of the matter is, you know, we don't even really get that much out of this game, you know, when we go to tournaments nowadays. Yeah, you win a pack, you get your free entry packs, you know, you get your box, maybe you'll win. Judges may get a box for, you know, helping out and things of that nature. But it's really not a lot, is it? And we still feel the need to cheat for honor and pride. You know, look at me, I won a YCS type of deal, or regionals. And it sucks. Like, that's the way the game is. But that's the way life is in some respects. People try to cut ahead, you know, cut the corners to get ahead. Happens all the time. This is nothing new. This is life we're talking about. And it's sad that that's the way life is, but that's the way it is. On a somber note, I guess you could say. But we shouldn't let that deter us from trying to do the right thing. And going back to Yu-Gi-Oh! And not life so much, you know, if you make a misplay and you screw up, just admit to it. Okay, admit, oh, I messed up, man, I'm sorry. And then just, you know, say, I didn't mean to, you know, apologize to the guy, and just continue on. You know, it's okay if it happens, if you cheated by accident, yeah, that's fine. Without malicious intent, I understand. But just try to cut down your misplays. That's what practicing is for. That's why we practice, to learn our misplays. But even if we practice and try our best, it's still going to happen. Nobody is perfect because we are all human. But this YCS event does raise some red flags. This YCS event does, in Prague, does raise some red flags for the winner. But that's all I'm going to say about that. So tell me what you think about this event down below, guys, and just cheating in general. I'm not trying to, you know, say, oh, you know, everybody cheats, so we all should do it. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is we all screw up because we're freaking humans. And some people, I mean, that's not the case. You know, they're trying to get ahead, cut the corners, like I said. We'll never know because we're not inside their brain. But till next time, guys, take care. Have fun dueling. Good luck dueling. And don't let this deter you from not playing the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Keep playing and having fun. And always remember to screw the rules because you have money. Take care, everybody.